Should we actually get a Halloween 9? Yes. It's been a long time at this point, but they could probably bring it back, and it might have to be a bit of a period piece since how long ago it's been since Halloween Resurrection. Or they could do 5 years, 10 years after. Make Michael Myers, I guess, maybe like a ghost or a legend for Haddonfield, but the point of this video is actually about something else than Halloween 9. I'm just saying the short answer for my question is yes. And it's all to go into this subject right here. Is Halloween one of those franchises that can be remake and rebooted so many times, have so many stories told? I think so. At least I hope so. It's a fun franchise. I keep thinking about these movies along with other franchises like Friday the 13th, The Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so on and so on, that maybe remakes and reboots are not a bad thing. Sure, franchises can keep going on sequel after sequel after sequel, but at what point does it become repetitive? Shouldn't a creator come in with an idea or vision that will create sequels and maybe hopefully someday end their part of the franchise and follow through? Honestly, the thing that I can say I respected about David Gordon Green's trilogy is that at least it was a vision they had, and they followed through with that idea. Did they make changes? I would have to assume so. But for their original vision, or at least what they've had planned about it being like about Laurie Strode's trauma and everything else going on with the town, at least they actually followed through with that and told their story. So I would say we can go back to Halloween 9, we can get another remake. That being said, the reason why I say that, even though people would say no more remakes, no more reboots, go back to the original, create sequels. If someone has an idea on or a new storyline to tell, should we as fans be okay with that and say go for it, even if it's another remake or a reboot? Because at least we're getting more out of the franchise, or of these franchises that we like, and at least we are getting more stories, maybe different storylines, different points and characters. It could be fun. It could be maybe go back to more horrific roots. The point being is, like comic books, for example, they constantly get remade and rebooted. There's always Elseworlds told and everything. Should horror be viewed as the same way? Should any franchise be viewed as the same way? Genre, not just horror as a genre? Let me know your guys' thoughts. I think it would be an interesting conversation. I say, why not? Because I don't think remakes are ever actually going to end. And sequels are never going to end. Reboots are never going to end. Because these franchises, love it or not, they do make money. And I don't think any studio would stop that idea of happening. So I say at least if it's going to happen, I prefer like someone passionate about the project coming in, who has an idea, and maybe it should just be like storylines, stuff that David Gordon Green did. You could probably argue Rob Zombie kind of did a little bit there. The Thorn trilogy, to even mention that. Even though that didn't really have, I would say, a solid ending to it, it was a storyline of its own. So should we as fans be okay with this idea for horror movies or anything, as long as someone passionate is coming in to the franchise and telling something new, creative, and trying something new and creative? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I'd be interested in hearing it. I just think this is an interesting subject, and maybe something I'm still thinking about if I'm okay with. I think I kind of am on that line of like, if it's a remake, I'll watch it and hope for the best. Because I love Halloween, I love Scream, I love every other horror movie out there. Some I still need to watch, but I still would love to watch them. I'm just saying, for this type of stuff, I'd definitely check out another remake of Halloween. And watch the sequels, as long as it tells a different and unique story as well, and it's not just a remake of Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and so on and so forth. Not like Psycho, how it had a shot-by-shot remake. There's no point to that. Do something original. I think it'll be interesting and fun to watch. See y'all next time.